I said put your fucking hands up. If you sick of the sound on the radio, then put your fucking hands up. Let me fucking hear you. I said let me fucking hear you. If you sick of the sound on the radio, then let me fucking hear you. Put your fucking hands up. I said put your fucking hands up. If you sick of the sound on the radio, then put your fucking hands up. Let me fucking hear you. I said let me fucking hear you. If you sick of the sound on the radio, then let me fucking hear you. Put your fucking hands up. I said put your fucking hands up. If you sick of the sound on the radio, then put your fucking hands up. Let me fucking hear you. I said let me fucking hear you. If you sick of the sound on the radio, then let me fucking hear you. In the beginning I figured some fun I'd deliver a song and no love and no shits I would hinder to rock, rap and pop and turned on the blender, spun it on up and I drank down the beverage. I may never be clever the way I'm clever. I don't freestyle, I scream and I headbang whenever. Guitars on a beat and I mosh it together. Jump up and down and I dress up and clown and the three dudes behind me. We don't fuck around. Fuck all this garbage, the shows in the towns, promoters and labels who don't like a sound. I wipe my ass and my balls, you can write up in calls. I'm rocking these shows in the stores and the malls. Full of whiskey, I go to Idaho Falls. Leaving drawers on the floor and it clocks me off. Put your fucking hands up, I said put your fucking hands up. If you're sick of the sound of the radio, then put your fucking hands up. Let me fucking hear you. I said let me fucking hear you. If you're sick of the sound of the radio, then let me fucking hear you. I can finger and try, though I'm blessed in my life. The devil keeps yapping when I roll up my eyes. Got my ski mask back on, but I'm a devil and I. My hand on his pad, no regret the sound. No friend of mine, no sign, my rhyme. I'm Simon again and I'm showing my smile. I got a demon inside, I was told as a child. My own fucking cousin spread the rumors I'm vibe. Disappointed, I know, you thought I would choke. Let me broken and bruised to survive on my own. But I'm better, I'm grown, I'm broken and moan. Now I'm coming for fans and the money you owe. Every song that I wrote was a single and broke. The system's a bitch and I'm happy to fuck her. Leave her asleep while I creep on a mother. A stunner, a runner, a solo with money. The labels get low when you thinking I'm funny. Think I can't bitch, go white little Kendrick. Go black, yellow wolf with a giant appendix. Splendid, don't mention it's really my pleasure. I'm happy to stand here and rock with a band, yeah. Alive and a man, yeah. Cross run for the fans, yeah. Touring the world, the original plan, yeah. Hands up, I said put your fucking hands up. You sick of the sound of the radio, then put your fucking hands up. Let me fucking hear you. I said let me fucking hear you. If you sick of the sound of the radio, then let me fucking hear you. Swing with me, follow me. Swing with me, let me hear you. Say fuck the radio, fuck the radio. I said say fuck the radio, fuck the radio. Swing with me, follow me. Swing with me, let me hear you. Say fuck the radio, fuck the radio. I said say fuck the radio, fuck the radio. Put your fucking hands up. I said put your fucking hands up. If you're sick of the sound of the radio, then put your fucking hands up. Let me fucking hear you. I said let me fucking hear you. If you're sick of the sound of the radio, then let me fucking hear you. Alright, you're listening to the Jay Stone Show on rockmetaltalk.com.
All right, you are indeed listening to the Jay Stone Show at rockmetaltalk.com. There's my radio voice, Flip. That was Flip Boss doing the promo for that, so thank you very much. And what you heard right there was Let Me Hear You by Andrew W. Boss. Got an interview coming up with those guys. I went out to see him at the State Theater on Friday night with Twisted, Whitney Payton, Blaze Your Dead Homie, Young Wicked, some local acts. Some of them, the local ones, you know, we had a little discussion. Yep, a little green on the edges there. So, but eventually they'll get where they need to be and be as big as these guys on these national tours. So, but these guys, the group Andrew W. Boss, led by Andrew, his two brothers are in the band. You got Corey and Cody. Great band, great group of guys. Couldn't have been treated any better. Every once in a while, you know, I come across a band that, you know, I just connect with on a different level. And these guys, I hung out with them all night, you know, met them for the interview. They were on time. They did, you know, their part. We're not getting that a lot at rockmetaltalk.com lately. So got a chance to meet Whitney Payton. I met briefly, you know, in passing. We seen the guys from Twisted and Blaze Your Dead Homie, Young Wicked. So we had a great night. You know, it's different. I had a great time. It was one of the best shows. Last night we went to see Head PE and Dope at the Orpheum in Tampa. I gotta say, I haven't heard Dope sound better. I ragged on them the last time, but we stayed away from the stage. We sat back. We had a great view. It sounded great. So I said, if they sound like crap in this place this time, I'm not going back to see them again. So now this time they may not come back. Who knows, you know? So at least we got to see a good show by them. But Head PE was fucking fantastic. I'm totally surprised at how great they were. I know they play Florida a lot. They usually play down in St. Pete. But I'm sure I've seen these guys along the way at festivals, but I got to, you know, see them in a small little place. And they sounded fucking great. I posted a video of them on my Facebook page. But yeah, Andrew W. Boss and the guys were fucking great. The interview's coming up. I'm going to play that. Those guys have like 2 or 3 more shows left on the tour with Twisted. They got some new stuff in the works. I think they got a couple of shows here and there once they get home. But yeah, those guys put on a fantastic show. You know, and it's good. It was very quick moving. You know, I'm used to band after band after band. It's like when we went to see Dope last night at the Orpheum, they didn't even put changeover music, like in between bands and stuff. I know they had a new sound guy, but, you know, it's pretty boring for the guy standing there waiting for, you know, one group to take their shit down and the other one to put it up. It's not that big of a deal, but it seems to be a regular thing there. But overall, I like the place. It sounded good, so I know I said I wasn't going to buy dope merchandise, but we bought 2 shirts. So, yeah, the guys in Andrew W. Boss, their set was great. You know, they play short sets because, you know, they're moving through a lot of cities and stuff, and they got a lot of stuff to get to. But, man, they put on a great show. There was a very high energy. The sound was great. They got a good sound check. They sounded great at the State Theater, so you got to check them out if they come to town. I'm going to play about 2 or 3 more songs by those guys. I'm also going to play the interview. Keep in mind, you know, I'm out there with a digital field recorder, and we're doing it outside, you know, in the open. We didn't go inside to do it. So there may be a low spot or 2, but for the most part, it's pretty solid across the board. And like I said, these guys couldn't have been more accommodating. They gave me a CD. They signed it. I bought 2 shirts. You know, you got to support them while they're on the road and shit. So there was another guy there called Metal Help. And all the proceeds, I guess, go to help hurricane victims and stuff like that. So I briefly talked to him on Facebook because, like I said, the changeovers were so quick because these people, you know, with this type of music, it sounds great. You know, for the most part, they were all just vocals. They're bringing, you know, tracks to sing to. Andrew Boss has a whole band. So that brought a different element and excitement to the show, you know. But it's quick changeovers because, you know, these guys are just changing out laptops and shit, but they're rapping over the stuff, and, you know, it's great. It's very fucking cost effective as far as a tour goes for, you know, certain groups, because they could just get in their car and bring their laptop, their fucking banner, and just fucking roll with it. So, you know, it is what it is. But I got a couple of things to get to. Fucking baseball on my phone. The Yankees aren't even in it anymore, and keeps popping up. But Twiggy Ramirez no longer Marilyn Manson. I didn't listen to all of Ricky's segment, but he's going to touch on that as well. His opinion on that. I guess in a way, you know, you got a brand new album out. It's selling well. you got to take a stand. They got to figure out, what's going on. A lot of people don't believe it. I voiced my opinion on it. That's all I can really say. I don't know. Why don't we play another song by Andrew Boss, and then I'll be back and we'll play the interview. So I'm going to play one. I posted the live video of this yesterday, so I love the track. I hope you guys enjoy it. I'm considering this the Andrew W. Boss edition of the Jay Stone Show. Don't forget to check me out on GCEradio.com, MaximumThreshold.net. Subscribe on iTunes, and now we are on the Metal Moose. I think it's the Metal Moose. I hope I'm not wrong about that. The Moose Metal. But I gotta fuck it up because then it makes you look into it. So it makes you confused and whatever. But we're gonna play Avengers here. So I really enjoy these guys. Again, go out and check them out. I know I want to touch on a couple of other things, but I'm having a lot of back pain due to fucking Sal and Damien making an appearance. You don't know who those guys are, but they're here bugging me today. So here's Avengers by Andrew W. Boss. I'm Jay Stone. You listen to my show live from Tarpon Springs, Florida at rockmetaltalk.com.
Even though we walk through the shadows in the valley of death, I swore an oath under God to protect what's left of this divided nation. This politics graveyard, I'm not your savior, but I'm here to save you. I'm your boss, your friend, and your neighbor. And when the times get tough and there's no one to turn to, the enemies get up and government forsake you. We're out to fight under that which made you. I got to hold high and respect is wish to just keep you equal. We are the strong and the strong survivor. You can see through in my eyes. We need you and you need life. And by my side we will win this fight and strike fast and ride in and go through the dark of night. Through the dark of night. Through the dark of night. I take pride in my line of work, an avenger, defender of work, a contender of perk to the greatest nation since the beginning of earth, a soldier. I put my life on the line of weight on these shoulders, and in time of strife I hold you up and build up the fallen and stuck. We fight the corrupt, we never give up. I don't expect a thanks or a hug, I know it's a must. My duty and I know that I'll hold your trust to do right, and I will and not fuss. You won't see us complain, and when the world's gone to shit, we'll bring in the pain. Caught in between the lies and hope and suffering. I hear you screaming my name. I'll offend this world to ease your I'm the arms of the world, tried and true. I'm the arms of the world, tried and true. And if you wanna step up, bitch, I'm going after you. Caught in between the lies and hope and suffering. I hear you screaming my name. I'll offend this world to ease your pain. You won't know me, disguises console me. Put this costume on me, it's pride in my country. I'm talented with elegance, I gave advice to presidents. I lead teams in secrecy, night ops and mystery. I'm not men in black. Anyone who attacks, I will send you in bags and fulfill every duty in the U.S. contracts. And the fact is, I'm a badass, I'm this shit with madness. No doubt and no sadness, I'm a leader in the government of liars, politicians and failures, chameleons, disguises. Life is worth more when you're alive. In my job, I take pride every day to make sure that I'm on the right side. I'm the captain, and I salute the flag. I salute you in the country that we have. I'm an Avenger. I'm caught in between the lies and hope and suffering. I hear you screaming my name. I'll avenge this world to ease your pain. Avenge this world to ease
back. That was Avengers by Andrew W. Boss. So, yeah, man, I was totally impressed with the show last night at the Orpheum. A couple of bands played before. I'm not sure about the band directly before Head PE, but I'm not too sure what was going on there. I usually don't have anything negative to say, but that was just something I didn't really get. But yeah, I guess Did Just Cry Superdrum. I finally got to meet Sean Bowen. He was in the Erotica. He's got Meat Space, Stones of Madness, so he's pretty tight with Kelly Schaefer from Atheist. He's been in a bunch of bands with him. I asked him about that, and he said they're probably never going to do anything again, But, I had to ask. It's one of my favorite, bands out there. Ooh, I just hit something on the keyboard. But, yeah, the new Stranger Things Season 2 is up on Netflix. It started on Friday, so it's been up for 2 days. I didn't get a chance to watch it yet. But I was called a D-lister by some guy trying to insult me, which it really wasn't an insult, because I didn't even think of myself in that fashion. This was a couple of days. I actually forgot about it. It was a little over a week ago, but haters back off. That's actually what made me start thinking of the comment he said, is that show haters back off, because this girl's like an idiot and tries so hard to be a celebrity. And the show is just pretty fucking funny. I guess it started as a skit on, they had like something maybe on YouTube, one of the channels there, but the band Vibrator that features Brett Perozzi and like Chuck that's in Sister Kill Cycle and Joe from Misery Kills, they have a new band coming out as well. But Joe was in Vibrator's new video. I noticed right away there was something that just said, man, that guy moves like Joe. And I messaged him. I'm like, hey, is that you in the new Vibrator video? I don't even know if I'm supposed to be talking about that, but whatever. But it is him. So him and his brother John, they have from Misery Kills, they have a new project coming out. I know I'm a little all over the place right now, but I got multiple things going on here, and I want to order some fucking pizza, yo. They got a new band. They're going to give me more information. They're working on it. They said it's pretty fucking badass, so I'm going to have to take their word for it. I know those guys my entire life, man. I don't know if I actually have people in my life. Yeah, there's a couple of people I still talk to from my younger years, but not very many of them. Not very many. If I still talk to you, we definitely have a pretty tight relationship, no matter how often we see each other. But I really want to play this Andrew Boss interview. I already been on the air for almost 20 minutes, and my OCD, I got to keep moving along. I'm going to play 2 more tracks by them as well. I think shit. Yeah, 2 more. I'm going to play Wreck the Place and Invincible as well. So that just to give you a feel, I want you to get to know these guys. I'm hoping they're going to become a regular part of the show. They also have another band called Poonhammer. So these guys got a lot going on. They come from diverse backgrounds in music, so it really gives the music a different type of edge. I know everybody wants to label it rap, but it's just the style of singing the guy's doing over a lot of metal music, so it's not just about the rap. I mean, yeah, they're on tour with Twisted, the Moonshine Bandits. To me, that's the type of rap stuff that I like. I mean, I don't see anything wrong with it. I always listen to some type of, I was a big Michael Jackson fan when I was a kid, so I always had a diverse background in music, and I don't like every rap metal group. I mean, I like mixtures of all different things, so I kind of don't like labeling things, but these guys, they have an edge, and they're bringing new stuff to the table, new energy to that type of music, and they're getting out in front of the juggalos. We discuss all of that, man. That's all that whole life is, and they're dedicated music fans. They have the family. I mean, I should have recorded some of that stuff going on in the crowd, and they're big supporters of music, so it's great to be on a tour like that, and it was an honor to be there and be on the guest list, and and get to see so many great bands in a different, I have a different level of respect for that whole genre now. And I really like Twisted, man. Those guys are a trip. And they're geeks just like, me and you, into, horror movies and all that shit, and pop figures and vinyl and all that crap. So it's good. I mean, they put out a lot of product. I'm a guy who's all about merch, man. I love seeing my name and my logo on shit, and that's what those guys do, and they love what they do, and they're running a business from their tour bus and shit. So more power to Magic Ninja Entertainment. Check every artist out on them. Some of them, are a little too much for me, but I'm a picky guy too. I can't listen to every single thing they fucking put out. But anyway, I'm gonna play the interview. I got a menu to look at and some coffee to drink. So I haven't done an interview out live in the field like this, besides doing the Clearwater Records show record thing and doing it live from there. So it was good. I had to stop and get batteries for my field recorder and shit. It felt good to do it again, because that's originally how I started. I mean, because I had a nightclub down the block here, and all the national bands came through, so it was a lot easier to just ride up the block. Now I have to drive into Tampa, I have to drive into St. Pete. I thought someone was taking this club over, and maybe, we were going to bring that whole element back. Ricky's tried to go out and do some live interviews. The Union Underground one didn't happen. So, I mean, shit happens, but check these guys out, man. They're a great group of people and support everything they're doing. And check out the interview. Here it is. I'm Jay Stone, rockmetaltalk.com.
All right, I'm Jay Stone from rockmetaltalk.com. I'm here at the State Theater in St. Petersburg, Florida, with Andrew Boss and his band. So welcome to the show.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. The boys are here. The boys are back. The Boss crew here to rock out.
Cool.
What's happening, everybody? How we doing?
So are some of you guys related, or?
Yes. This can I swear on this?
Yeah, absolutely.
This motherfucker right here. This motherfucker right here.
Nobody can
We're
see that.
brothers. We're brothers
see
right
pointing.
here. I know. That's why I think it's funny, because I'm pointing and nobody can see it. So Adam right here, he's the ultimate hype man, guitar player extraordinaire. Flip Boss is the oldest brother. He thinks he's alpha male, but really I'm in charge.
Yeah.
And then these guys, Corey's from Phoenix, so we've known him for like 20 fucking years, whatever. Cody, we've known him for 10 years or so in Salt Lake, and so we've known everybody for so long. We're basically family. We actually are family, me, Adam, and John.
So how long have you guys been a band?
This project is only like a year and a half old. And they used to be in a band before. These two have a band called Poonhammer. You gotta say names. Adam and Flip, I know, I'm just pointing at people. Adam and Flip have a band called Poonhammer. Corey, who's the drummer, he has a couple other bands that he's in Phoenix, and then Cody has a band called Autumn Eclipse, and then we all get together for this and go out, hit the road, and do shit.
So do you do it part-time, or is it still a full-time thing?
This is
Now it's full time.
yeah,
You're touring, obviously.
yeah. Right now it's full time, but it just kind of we're just trying to be as strategic as we can about getting on a good tour with somebody, getting the exposure, and like instead of just out there grinding, random shows here and there, we're trying to be a little more strategic about it. So we won't go out again until the spring.
Cool. So how did the whole thing come together with you guys? Seeing that you're brothers, I mean, that's obvious, but were you doing something before that?
Yeah, I'll tell you the story. Because I kind of feel like I got suckered because this is my baby brother's band, right? So I got to walk around with his name on a shirt on my chest all day. So what happened was, right? So Andrew fired his band. They didn't want to show up for videos, and they were late for these big shows. Open for Seven Dust, and you come in late. That's not too cool. So he fired everybody. And he came to me and Adam and a couple of us, and he's like, hey, I want to do a solo record. You guys help me out. Will you do some tracks, this and that? So everybody's like on board. Everybody wants to do a record, right? So we do that, and then he comes, we lay tracks and start getting the album going, and he comes to us and he goes, hey, I booked a show with Tech Nine. Do you want to play with Tech Nine? And everybody's like, well, fuck yeah, we want to play with Tech Nine, right? And so we do the Tech 9 show, goes off, fantastic. We get done with that. He goes, hey, I got a show with Seven Dust. Do you want to play with Seven Dust? And we're like, fuck yeah, we want to play with Seven Dust. And so that snowballs, and then he's like, hey, I got a show at the Whiskey with Skindred and Head PE. And we're like, holy shit, yeah, we want to play that too, you know? So all of a sudden this stuff starts snowballing, and next thing you know, I'm in my baby brother's band, Andrew Boss. So here we are on tour with Twisted. This is our second tour with Twisted. And yeah, Moonshine Bandits. Anyways, it's been awesome. So it's cool.
How did you guys get on this tour?
Well, a buddy of ours, Ronnie Ron, who was it was like a roadie and sound guy for Twisted for years, and so he's good friends with George. And then he came out to Salt Lake, and he's good friends with us, and he did a bunch of stuff with Poonhammer. And he just kept telling me, like, you need to hit up George. You need to hit up these fucking Juggalo kids. They're going to love you, you know? And he's like, I know that you guys are different, whatever, like, but fuck all that. Like, these kids are going to love you. They just love music. They're just down for the concerts. And so I hit up George, and I was like, hey, you got an opening slot. And we did all the West Coast dates on the Psychomania tour in the summer, and then we were trying to pick up another tour for the fall, and George was like, why don't you guys just come with us in the fall? It's going to be Whitney Payton and Moonshine Bandits. It'll be like a really diverse tour, and it just turned out really good. We ended up being really good friends with Whitney and Moonshine Bandits. Last night was their last show, so they hopped off, but it's just been really, really good. It's good to be on a tour where people like you and want you to be there, even though we're kind of the odd guys out, because we get up there and you'll see later tonight, we get up there and we jump around like fucking idiots and we do the whole metal thing and you know, but they love it. They love that there's an extra dynamic there that's different, and we're just happy to do it. And then in the fall we'll do like a metal tour with some metal bands and see how that crowd likes us, and you know, see where we fit in the best kind of from here.
Yeah, it's a good crossover. I mean, what you guys do, so you can literally play with anybody. I mean, you guys could play with Metallica even. I mean,
hopefully,
we did a
I
show.
mean-
Lord willing. Hopefully, Lord willing.
I mean,
So Suicidal. We played with Suicidal and Havoc,
And
which is real metal and like punk metal, and we got up there and we went full, you know, pro wrestler on that crowd. You know what I'm saying? We're dropping elbows and we fucking killed that place. You know what I'm saying? And we did our thing. Thing of it is you just get up there and you do your thing and you do it strong. People feel that, you know. We put everything we got into our shows, and yeah, Suicidal was a great show. Seven Dust was great. You play with Tech, you know, so it's good. We have opportunity to do, like you said, like a lot of stuff, and it's a real blessing, really, you know.
Whitney Payton was just on the show with my segment producer. Does she have a full band too?
No, not on this tour. She just has a DJ, but she's gone out with a full band before, and I think that she just. But yeah, she's an animal. She could get up there by herself, and the crowd will love her because her live show is really, really fucking good, and it's been cool for us because we get off stage and then we get to watch her and Cody and Adam get up there and fucking silly string people for her and stuff, and so it's been a lot of fun. Yeah, Whitney's super cool. We're gonna make her play guitar for us before this tour is over.
How many days are left on the tour?
4, so we're cutting it close, but it's gonna happen.
We waited 29 shows. We find out it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
So you guys happy that this is ending in a few days and get home and get rested for the next?
No, I'm ready to see family and all that, but we're definitely, like, right now we're working on our spring tour just because we're just wanting to do shows and get out there and just get new fans. Like, every night we just meet new people who are, like, every night it's almost the same thing in every city where people are so nice and so polite, and they come to the merch table after we're done and they're like, I had no idea who you guys are. I'm really sorry, but that was fucking awesome, and I want to buy a CD. Like, almost every night. And so it's just been fucking great. And to go home and be like, okay, we got 3 months before we play another show, that kind of is like, well, fuck, what do I do for 3 months? You know what I mean?
Before you guys toured with Twisted, I know Juggalos get a bad rap. Were you concerned about that at all? And do you feel that they're bad people? I mean, they put these guys on like a gang list and shit, the FBI. Well,
yeah, we have a token Juggalo with us, so we were like, okay, we're not going to get stabbed. so we'll be okay.
He gave
But
us the rituals and the rules and the chants and he gave us everything we needed to know.
Whoop, whoop.
yeah,
Yep.
the whoop whoop,
Survival guy.
the family.
We'd actually done a lot of shows with Head PE. We've done quite a few shows in front of
Yeah.
Juggalo crowds. Tech Nine, he's jammed with Tech Nine about eight times now, with his old band and with the new band. So we've been in front of their crowd, and we've never had any problems at all.
Well,
Any issues?
honestly, though, if you go to metal shows, if you go to hip hop shows, both of those, you're gonna have more problems.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been at a ton of metal shows, been to hip hop shows.
And both
Every
of those,
single
know
one.
it or not, you got a bunch of juggalos there.
Yeah,
Right, but the Juggalo shows actually there's a lot less problems. There's a lot less fights. We've had a couple cities where
It's gonna
the
happen
crowds
no
were
matter what the show
right.
is.
Yeah, but I think they get a bad rap, and they're
Absolutely.
huge music fans. They're really there for the concert. They're there for all the bands up front, the entire show.
They're very, very loyal.
They
Very
are.
loyal.
Yeah.
They're very loyal.
yeah.
But I think
which is cool.
yeah, it's been awesome. Crowd's been awesome.
And they really are just fucking music fans, and they get a bad rap because of a lot of the stuff that they listen to is gangster rap. But 50 Cent is gangster rap. That motherfucker sold like 20 million albums. You know what I mean? So to kind of box them into this gang stuff because the
He
music
just has
is
a
like
whole
that.
Army.
Yeah,
Yeah,
He's
never
got an
really-
army. You know what I mean?
I
Like,
never really know night to night because we only get 20 minutes and we're the first band, so we have to kind of set the tone, you know. So usually the first song they're just kind of standing there going, "All right." They're really not sure. They're not sure what we're all about, you know. But usually by the middle of the second song and definitely by the third song, we got them. We're good. We hooked them.
Yeah, that's how you want to do it, and that's why you're doing the tour, basically, is to get in front of these guys because they're dedicated. I mean, once they're going to follow you, these guys, like you
Yes.
said, they're loyal.
And they'll pass the word along. Like word of mouth is huge within that community, so it goes a long way. You know, you do 35 shows, you know, it's going to spread. So that's what we're hoping for.
Do you find the fan base is definitely growing because of this tour?
absolutely,
even
yeah, absolutely.
Strictly numbers wise, of between Spotify downloads, all that stuff has gone up since we began this. So I mean, exponentially in some places. So yeah, absolutely.
Cool. So how did you two join the group? I know you had something on the side going.
When he had the older band, he sent me a track, and I said, let me take this and just kind of do something to it, and I just kind of added the
Real drums.
I added real drums, but the guitars were more thick. It was, I call it milkshake metal. I like the thick stuff. I like it, you know, it's got to have balls and it's got to have that. So I just took the one song and said, hey, this is kind of what I'm hearing. And it just took off from there and it just kind of evolved. So
I mean, some of these days now in the recording studio, you don't even know half the time it's not even real drums. I mean, do you find it difficult to join other projects because
No, not at all. There's ways now to where you don't have to spend $20,000 on an album. You know, I'll admit it right now. I played drums on the album, but those aren't the real tones. The tones are a mix of my real drums and some Steven Slate drums. So, yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. And what makes it a lot easier is he can be 600 miles away in Salt Lake City and send me a track. I don't have to be there. Right. You know, so so that made this album, it made the album actually progress quickly and cheaply. So, and the product doesn't sound cheap at all.
Right.
So, yeah, I'm all about it.
I hear you.
And that's how I'm going to continue to. Actually, I went and bought an electronic drum set so I can just replace them right then and there. So, yeah, I have no problems with that at all. I mean, live is live. Live, you're always going to get the real deal.
Cool.
You know. But
So, you being a juggalo, does this excite you being with Twisted on the tour and shit?
Oh, you don't even know. I never once in my life expected. See, I'm a bass player and I don't rap. So, I mean, my chances of really touring on a Juggalo tour were about... And I'm more south than Salt Lake for these guys. I live more Sticks area in that. But, yeah, no, it's been a riot. I mean, it was just... Was it this year? Last year? This year?
It was the end of last year, I think. Yeah, something like that.
No, it was all... No, it was all just this year.
it's been 29 shows, and he's been in front
March.
of the stage for every band every night.
First show I played was March 11th. because they asked me, hey, dude, you want to do Patty's Day show for us, fill in on bass? I'm like, cool, I'll do it. I'll learn the songs before we even get to practice. He calls me up, was like, dude, he texts me, he's like, do you want to do March 11th? I'm like, hell yeah. And then I realized, shit, is he booking me to play with him or my band? So I text him like, I'm still down either way, but what did I just agree to? He's like, playing bass for me and Suicidal Tendencies. Fuck yeah, fuck yeah. I was excited. Then he finally get to practice. He's like, we're planning to do Tech 9 at the end of the month. You want to do that too? It's like, all right.
Yeah,
Keep on rolling. And then near that, he's like twisted. And
kept sucking them in.
I was sold.
I feel bamboozled and swindled.
Everybody does.
One big thing is the Juggalos never booted us from a tour. They actually asked us to come back. So that's a pretty good deal.
That is good, seeing bottles get thrown at certain
See,
people.
we have been booted off a tour.
Yeah.
Because we're too rowdy.
Yeah.
What tour?
We had Alter Bridge the day before we were supposed to meet up with them. Fucking boot us off.
Alter Bridge and Non-Point. We had.
And Non-Point was like, we still want you to do these shows. And so we were like, fuck yeah. Because we hit up Non-Point's agent. And I was like, do you have any dates with Non-Point?
Yeah,
like,
'cause
we'll
that's a good
take
matchup.
them. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Love those guys.
And it turned out really good. And so we had everything for like 3 fucking months. And the day before, I got an email that the band watched one of my videos and was like, nope. And that was it.
That no other explanation,
No,
not a religious thing.
They wouldn't
agent
talk to us.
talk
They
to
wouldn't
me.
anything.
It wasn't even like, hey, don't play this song.
We were actually in Vegas the day before, waiting for the show, and we were in Vegas
Yeah.
going, wait, we don't play tomorrow? Oh, well, we're just going to stay in Vegas and get wasted.
Yeah.
So
It was crazy.
They don't even watch like the opening bands most of the time, so why they would even care? I mean,
No.
do you guys
We don't
pay to get on these tours at all, or that one in particular?
That one was because Alter Bridge is so big right now, you know what I mean? And so that was kind of the deal, and everything was professional. They just...
except for the 24-hour notice.
Yeah, except for the notice. Because the thing is, we submitted everything 2 months earlier. So they had everything. They had our videos. They had everything. And then the day before, they're like,
made
no.
plans to take off from our real lives, and
Right.
how do you go back to your employer and go, hey, I'm not leaving for 3 months now. Can I have my shifts back?
Right.
What are they gonna do? You know?
Right, that's something those guys don't understand that burden because they had such a career at a young age. They never probably really had it. Maybe work at McDonald's for a little bit, but you know.
You take it and you just say, you know what? We're just gonna keep moving on,
That's all
pushing
you can
forward,
do.
and that's it, man. It's under this bridge. It's water under the bridge at this point.
All right, what's this guy do for the band? Let's hear from this guy.
This guy,
Stares at dinner.
Yeah, I'm just the roadie. That's it. Yeah,
He's
just a
that
roadie.
man.
Just a roadie.
He's
You
that
know.
man.
He's
I do some things.
He's the stat reader.
He filmed the video, the Wreck the Place video. He did all the film footage on that. He's
bloodhound for marijuana.
Deserves a mention there, man.
Yeah.
Zero
He's
is
the
kind of
roadie.
like all around.
He's our Google Maps.
Yeah.
He's the driver
He's
too.
no. He just
If we need to get a discount somewhere, we just tell him he's Lenny Kravitz, and we fucking get in.
That'll work. I can see that work.
He's kind of a jack of all trades for us. Like he does a lot.
everything
He
for
does a
us.
lot of footwork, a lot of stuff with the other bands, a lot of stuff with the other bands' management and things like that. So he's kind of he's
like-
in the background, but he's always
He's the man
always
behind the
with us.
curtain.
Yeah.
He does a lot of little things that matter, but you never see.
Yep, he's a humble
Except for
man,
the
it
video.
seems like, so that's pretty cool. So what was your favorite tour to do so far? You mentioned a lot of bands, a lot of great bands. Who was your favorite to tour with?
Well, the Non-Point shows were really
Non-Point shows
cool.
were crazy.
They were awesome. We only did a couple with them. We only did one show with Skindred, but that might be my personal favorite because I love Skindred, and those guys are off the hook. And I don't know. I just like anywhere where we can play and people are fucking digging it. I enjoy it. I really
though,
enjoy it.
like the Twisted folks, NME has really taken care of us and treated us super
they
good with
seem
much
like cool
respect,
guys, man.
and they've been nothing
Super
but good
cool.
to us.
Their whole crew is cool. Like zero complaints on this tour, and just to be somewhere where people want you to be here is a big fucking deal. Because we could have got stuck for 2 months with people who hated us.
Well, I think
And-
that's something that maybe people don't know either. Is the way Twisted runs their shit is more professional than probably 90% of the folks out there touring right now.
Yeah.
The way they treat their crew, the way they treat their guys coming on and off a tour, even the openers like us that they really don't have to give as much respect for. They give us stage, they give us sound check, they give us time, they give us all that.
Sometimes go out of their
Sometimes
way
they give
just
us
to make
lighting
sure
and
we.
sound. Sometimes they give us catering.
Just to get a sound check.
Sometimes they'll
huge.
drop us
Yeah,
off a
huge.
couple pizzas, man. Like, it's cool. They know we're there. They know we're busting
really,
our ass every
really
night.
professional. They
Yeah.
treat everybody really good, and it's
Yeah, I mean,
it's
you're
a breath of
supporting
fresh
them
air
too.
for
I
real.
mean,
Yeah,
there's people that are coming out for you. I mean, I came down here because of you guys. When I've come down here, maybe not, but
Yeah.
I seen them walking in over there. Most guys would have just walked right past me. I was like, "Hey, what's up, guys?" And they were like, "Hey, man, what's up?"
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that's them.
Yeah, they're
So
real.
it's
They're
cool.
they're all cool.
all very nice. They're private cats, but
Genuinely
they're
nice.
really just super nice guys.
Yeah.
The whole crew.
It was almost hard to recognize them without, walking by them. I was like, "Oh shit, it is them."
Yeah.
But so with the metal and the rap, what are some of the metal influences here? Besides, like you mentioned, Skindred.
Korn,
Fucking everything. Korn,
Pantera.
Pantera, a lot of, I mean, just so many.
It comes to
Headpiece.
that,
So
man.
much.
It even stems to
Metallica.
The Beatles, man. Like,
Yeah.
there's so many
Creedence.
influences within the five of us that it's ridiculous.
Right,
I mean,
I
you
could tell. I mean,
Yeah.
we all
If you
come
listen,
from
like
different backgrounds,
when we're
different
driving
age
on the
groups.
bus, you never know. If you just like flipped on like a camera on, like what are we doing right now?
I was listening to Toto Africa when I was driving.
Yeah,
today.
yeah.
Like, I love
But that's why it would trip people out because we'll all be singing like all of us,
but I
But
think
then,
that's what
but then
makes
the
good
next,
music.
but then the next song will be like Issues, So it goes all over. It's up and down. There's don't put a limit to your to your creativity. Don't ever do that to yourself, man. Listen to anything and everything, and gather anything and everything you can from music, from fans, from people, from take the good and the bad input and use it.
Just from being a metal guy and being in bands, it's hard because metal people are very focused in their die-hard metal.
Purists.
It's like I listen
Purists.
to Ghost, right? Purists.
Yeah.
They say it's not metal, but
They
it doesn't
exist in every genre.
You always have to remember, not everyone's gonna like you, and if everyone does like you, you're doing something wrong.
Right.
Because there's people that are not supposed to like you.
Yeah.
Well,
so
music
a
is
lot of
like
people
food.
hate me, so-
Last night we were talking about eggplant. He's from Buffalo. I'm like, I don't like eggplant. He's like, I like eggplant.
But-
And then we just continued our
But
day.
it has to be but it has to be cooked right. You don't want the mushy eggplant.
Right.
You want that
Right,
nice.
but what I'm saying is it's not a deal breaker.
That
He can
firm,
like eggplant if he
grilled
wants
eggplant
eggplant.
steak,
You know what
man.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
Same thing. You can like Ghost. You can like. I'm just saying, like whatever you like. It doesn't matter from one guy to another. There's usually somewhere in the middle that everybody likes. There's usually like maybe you don't like a band I do and I don't like a band you do, but then we're like, well, what about Maiden? And we're both like, well, fuck yeah, Maiden, right? So there's always something there.
It makes good music though when you guys can each have a
Well,
little bit of a different background. bring
It
a
does.
different perspective.
It does, because it rounds out the album really well. And my music, like, the diversity of my music is fucking ridiculous. When I'm at home and I want to relax, there's a station on Sirius XM that's 40s Junction that plays all 40s jazz music. And I'll jam that out for an hour, and most people would never fucking listen to that. And same thing with Frank Sinatra and Nat King Cole and Dean Martin and like shit like that. And then through the 50s, through the 60s to Creedence, I could listen to Creedence for 6 hours straight and not get sick of it. And so, I mean, it's everywhere. It's all over the place for me, personally.
How do you guys come? Do you write the songs collaboratively, or do you come up with
I'll usually come up with the stem stuff and the ideas, and then I'll send it off, or I'll be like, hey, this is what I'm hearing right here, and then I'll let them do their deal.
Well, and also because he fired his band, like this whole album has been mostly his brain trust. Like this all stemmed from him, and though he's branched out, like, hey, put something on this. What do you think about this? This all came from Andrew Boss's brain, and then stemmed out, built up into different ways through other people's stuff. But this is all this is his baby right here.
as being family? Do you guys getting along, get on the road and shit, or?
No, they're brothers. They're totally brothers.
Luckily, I put up with their shit, so I'm the nice brother.
He's the middle.
He's the middle.
I'm basically the best
He's
brother.
old.
Best brother would be the word for sure.
How you guys doing on the road? You getting through it all right?
Yeah, we've
Honestly-
got a life story that makes this band shit look piece of cake. You know what I'm saying? So we're fuck. What is this? Nothing. We go and jam every night, hang out together. Big deal. It's fucking
Compared
awesome.
to stories that we hear from other bands, this tour is pretty fucking good. Honestly, I mean, like we're used to. We have 5 brothers and 5 sisters. We're used to being around a lot of people. If it's been hard on anybody, it's been hard on Corey because this motherfucker is the only child. He's got one roommate in Phoenix.
I like my space.
He has all of that. So when we're all packed in a little van for 2 months, like
I'm used
all
to
of
it.
us are
I'm
like,
used to be able to
whatever.
spread my wings and having my things where they are, and
Yeah.
So it's been but hey, the more you do it,
And you're all in that
Yeah.
one bus right
Yeah,
there.
you saw the handicapped short bus, right? You saw it. You got
That's
that?
us,
Well,
That's
I
us.
was thinking maybe he could ride that solo, but
right? We'll give him his own bus.
next tour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Corey's a big boy. He needs a lot of space. And there's not a lot of space.
you guys seem like you work good together.
Remember
So
that,
Oh, yeah.
I'm glad to meet
you
all
remember
you
that
guys.
scene in Tommy Boy where the deer is in the back of the car and it rips it all apart? That's me in there. I'm just thrashing all around. So
I love it. But yeah, man, I appreciate you guys taking the time to meet with me. I know you're busy and shit, so I'm looking forward to the show tonight. I'm hoping they worked out the guest list for me in there.
Yeah,
so.
I
It's a great
I worked
lineup
out
all
the
night,
guest list.
too.
You guys are good.
Okay, cool.
For sure. Absolutely.
but
And
yeah.
you're going to love the show.
Cool.
Our show is a lot of fun. Whitney Payton tears the shit up.
it
like
really
it's
is a great show from front to back.
It's
man.
a really good
is.
show.
Yeah, the Insane Clown Posse came through here last week. They wrote a big article up in the paper how they felt bad for whoever had to clean up after it. I guess they destroyed this place. So.
That's kind of how they
The
roll.
worst you're gonna
That's
see
kinda how
tonight
they
is
roll.
confetti.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So where can my listeners find you guys? I'm syndicated on a few different stations, so I want them to be able to find you guys after they hear you.
The whole album is on Spotify, iTunes, Amazon, Google, Apple Music, like anywhere that you want to listen to it, it's there. And we're all on Facebook and Instagram and Snapchat. Just hit us up.
See what a live show is like, Wreck the Place. We filmed on this tour. First 8 shows of this tour we filmed. It's on Facebook. We only pushed it on Facebook, but if you look that up, that really gives you like a flavor of like what we are like live. That's our live show every
A
night.
little bit of reality. Because it just so happened that night the tracks went out. Right before we went on. So I was freaking out.
Yeah.
You'll be able to see that.
Do you guys have another tour booked already? So you're going home for a little while, or you just got one-offs here and there?
We're working on stuff right now, so
Talking.
we'll find out soon.
Cool.
Yeah.
So we'll have to meet up again and do a phone in or
Oh,
something.
yeah.
So I appreciate you guys taking the time. It was awesome meeting all you guys. Him too, Lenny Kravitz. So thank you guys.
Thank you, Jay. It's been fun, brother. Appreciate you.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah.
We appreciate you. Thank you very much.
Don't forget Andrew W. Boss. Check us out. That'd be the first place to look for us.
you. Can I get you guys to do a promo?
I took a line out of Pox book, out of the M's book. Pull on my Dre shit and found out who I was. Tearing the roof off and I'm the bull god. Mashing the nookie and growing a mohawk. I roll raps at first but still headbang the mud vein. Hollow point on weekdays, weekends I rock stain. Crowd surf the Deftones, spot dudes at my home. Drove up and got stoned, fuck just I'm not known. I never given a fuck about what people thought or what they said about me. I am me and every one of them. See what happens, the fake friends who doubt me. I'm on stage with Tech, not a hot sin and I scream. I strut when I walk cause I grab my cock a lot. It's too big for my pants and my balls hang to my socks. I watch lots of crotch and it shows all the girls pay. They all sing and they mosh to a song today. a shithole. I never make it out of my goals. Get a real job, give it up, there's no hope. But I'm dope, what the fuck you talking about? I'm stoked. I'm amped up for each show, I work hard for each goal. And each step I take, though I look back and see those fake friends and real foes look down at me, yo. But now that I'm so dope, my album will go gold. So fuck them and let's go. Here we are on tour at your home. Every fan is like someone that we know. Their mosh pits and elbows, hot shit till hell throws. Rocks out to Big Spy, I do till I die. My motivation is at home and inside. I'll look you in the eye and not cry, but I'll tell you that it's my time. I'm taking the whole world wide in a perfect crime. And inside man lies and waits in every word of mine. With hate and disgust, and you'll find a genius mind. In a madman obsessed with fate and a fate that I made, cause I can. My addiction to this, I have to face it. It's never over, it's calling to me. It's pulling me in, the music makes me wreck this brain. All we want, we take. Here to wreck the place. I'm taking the whole world wide in a perfect time. I do till I die. I'm taking the whole world wide in a perfect time. I do till I die.
Yo, this is Andrew W. Boss. You're listening to the Jay Stone Show on rockmetaltalk.com. Blow that shit the fuck up.
Illuminate so bright for everyone to see me. This race against the clock, but I will move on freely. Regardless of direction, my struggles have come from. My mind has been an ocean, the tsunami overcome. In the darkness, you
what you think? Everyone you know is doing it. So what? Who cares what you think? Everyone you know is doing it. The skeletons you try to hide get you in the end. The truth shines through in all your lies, but you still pretend. Can't fake it, deny it, you try to fight. The skeletons you try to hide get you in the end. Just one last flashback, face plan, something that you could have learned and didn't. You know it's gonna make the story great, and one we all can hate. So what? Who cares what you think? Everyone you know is doing it. So what? Who cares what you think? Everyone you know is doing it. The skeletons you try to hide get you in the end. The truth shines through with all your lies, but you still pretend. Can't fake it, deny it, you try to fight. The skeletons you try to hide get you in the end. For every game that you played, no bones about it. You're lying to my face, no bones about it now. The skeletons you try to hide get you in the end. The truth shines through with all your lies, but you still pretend. Can't fake it, deny it, you try to fight it. The skeletons you try to hide get you in the end. The skeletons you try to hide get you in the end. The truth shines through with all your lies, but you still pretend. Can't fake it, deny it, you try to fight it. The skeletons you try to hide get you in the end. Get you in the end.
No bones about it. I'm Jay Stone. You're listening to my show on rockmetaltalk.com. What the fuck? That was a great interview. I love those guys, man. And what you just heard right there was Skeletons by Dangerous New Machine. Eric Rogers, Billy Gray, great musicians. Billy Gray's and Fozzy. But yeah, when I went to the State Theater, it made me think of Eric. That's going to be a legendary interview in itself for the rest of eternity, because it'll never go away. Interviewed those guys, man. By now, it's probably got over, 2 million listeners for that interview, man. It was crazy. In like a week, it was like 250,000. I have some photos of some of the stats somewhere, but maybe one day I'll post them again. I'm sure it's on my Facebook page already. But yeah, just reminiscing, being there, and the State Theater made me think about Dangerous New Machine, doing my interview there with Eric Rogers and stuff. So that's why I play Dangerous New Machine. I know I play that song probably a lot, but I love that guy and love that song. I don't know what happened to I tried to find the CD. I don't know where it is. I only have the ones that Eric, personally gave me when they were first, sorting everything out. But he's got a brand new band, and I'm looking forward to getting material from that and having him back on the show eventually. But we've been at this an hour. The interview was great. I enjoyed actually the break and listening back to what I did with those guys. Yeah, it was enjoyable. So right now I'm going to let you guys enjoy something, because I know there's going to be a lot of new listeners. So I'm going to play this once again. It's my answering machine tape, so I hope you guys enjoy this. And then we'll play the Prickly Rickly Dickly Do segment. He's got an interesting segment tonight. He's got a lot of things planned, so I'm looking forward to the new stuff that Rick is doing. Prickly Rickly is what we call him here. It's a goof for the radio, but you know, it's always good. That's how we have fun, you know. So I'm enjoying everything we're doing here, and you know, the plot hole and everything. You know, we may have some stuff going on with that temporarily, but there's certainly always an entertaining show. So we'll get right to it, and I'll check you guys out next week. Don't forget, after the show, don't watch The Walking Dead repeat right now. Just watch the new one and then go back and watch it. Listen to the show live, man. There's nothing like live radio. I don't know what happened to it. It's so accessible now in so many different shows. I mean, of course, this is the best one out there, but yeah, I mean, there's nothing. I love radio like this, and you know, hearing talk and opinion, and you know, getting new music slapped right in your face. There's nothing better than the Andrew W. Boss, man. I'm telling you, this is where you're gonna find it. And then to find out my nephew's got some rap tunes going and shit. You know, they were always big on hip hop and stuff. His older brother, and you know, but come on, man. You want all the connections and stuff, but hey, whatever it is, it is. You know, you got to talk about it, throw it out there, but you know, it can certainly be a help being part of the show. So anyway, I'll catch you guys next week. Here's my answer machine tape, and then we'll do the Prickly Rickly Dickly Doo segment, and then we're out of here. So enjoy Rick's segment. He's got a lot of great stuff, and like I said, a lot of great stuff in the works. So I appreciate everybody tuning in. Thank you, Andrew, Flip, John, Corey, Cody, Ciro, Lenny Kravitz, the dog barking in the background. We found the fucking little chihuahua crossed the border into our yard, and I can't find the owner. So it looks like we're keeping Pinky Stinky for a while. I don't know what to say there, but check back with me on next week. She'll probably be barking on next week's show. I don't even know if that was her barking. I don't care. She's a trip, this little goofball, but let's roll on with the show. Jay Stone, rockmetaltalk.com.
Rock out with your cock out. Jay Stone Show. Leave a message after the tone.
I just wanted to say, I've been listening to the Jay Stone Show, and ever since I started listening to this show, my bunions have stopped hurting. Oh my God. I've been wasting all this money on bunion ointment when I could have just been listening to the Jay Stone Show. This is Gertrude, and I just thought I'd let you know. Ciao. Jay Stone Show kicks off.
Ooh, the Jay Stone Show makes me hot. Grrr.
Like, oh my God, I am on the air. Oh my God, I am on the air with Jay flipping Stone. Like, Jay Stone, I freaking love you. Like, you are so flipping hot, and you are so freaking cool. And tonight, I'm going to be outside in your bushes, and I like want to just, I want to smell your socks, and I just freaking love you, Jay Stone.
Yo, Jay Stone, I want to hear it. Let me hear the show. Put me on the show, dog. Come on. All right, I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Jay Stone, it's Tiffany. We met last week, and I had an awesome time. But I just want to let you know, whatever you did to my ass, you are never allowed to do it again, okay? And next time you want to add some people in, just give me a heads up. I mean, it was fun. I'm down to do it again, but a heads up would be great. But remember, always rock out with your cock out. Yeah, baby.
Jay Stone, it's happened, man. Tell me about your show, man. I want to hear about it. I'm game for you. Bye.
Jay Stone Show makes me hot. Wow.
Hi, is that Paul? Hi, that's all. This me, kid. I miss you. I love you. You're so funny. We love you a long time. That's right. That's my Jay Stone. I can't wait to see you, Jay Stone. Bye-bye, big boy. My dog night. Take on. Yeah, bye-bye.
Hello, Jay Stone. Jay Stone, this is Live Sneaker. I'm giving you a call just to let you know, white boy, you cooler than a motherfucker. I don't care what nobody say about you. Let me tell you the story one I got the two baby by, right? And I'm driving down the road, I'm seeing this camera, I hear this music, say, I say, what the hell is that? Then that shit put me right in my right frame of mind. I went back to that man's house. I bust out all his windows in his house. I slammed all his tires in his car. And I dented his car from side to side. I just want to let you know, Jay Stone, you could in a motherfucking anytime I want to get on somebody's ass, I'm going to listen to your shit, Jay Stone. I don't care what nobody say. You could in a motherfucker. You down with La Tanika if you ain't down with nobody else, boo. Mm-hmm.
There are no more messages. Thank you for calling. Goodbye.
If you spit in my face and smack me in the mouth and throw me in solitary confinement for nothing, what do you think's gonna happen when I get out of here? Maybe I should have killed 400 or 500 people, then I would have felt better. The street is my world. I don't pretend to go uptown and be anything fancy. And the real world is the one I have to deal with every day. Believe me, if I started murdering people, there'd be none of you left.
Ha! Bitch thought I was gonna go right into a song. Nope, not this week. And this week is special. Because, damn it, my intro was different. It was the fucking Walking Dead intro. And for good reason. A friend of mine sent me a link for this band that I'm about to play, and holy shitballs, this band is badass. They've only been around for just a few months from what I've been seeing on Facebook, and fuck, these guys are fucking badass. I'm going to play a Walking Dead themed song. I have been waiting so long for someone to do something in metal. Well, in music, but I'm so glad that it happened to be metal. You know, I've listened to all types of bands that cheer about horror movies and serial killers and fucking even wrestling, which is Eat the Turnbuckle. That band is badass. If you haven't heard them, check them out. But tonight, I'm going to fucking play We Are the Flesh. And I'm assuming they're a Walking Dead theme type band. If they're not, I'm sorry guys. I'm going to schedule you for an interview to get more info. And I want my listeners to check you guys out. But you are fucking badass. The first two fucking songs I'm going to play is from, I'm guessing like an EP or whichever. But I really dig these fucking tunes. The first one is simply called Negan, and it's fucking badass. And wow, and yeah, just fucking wow. I'm really thrown back. But I mean, they're not something that is, you know, wow or, you know, extravagant or whatever. But you know, I dig it. And if I dig it, then my listeners will fucking dig it, because we're on the same fucking page. All they're doing is adding to the musical the musical table of creativity. I dig it. I recommend everyone else to fucking listen to it. And I'm going to play another song by them called Never Gonna Kneel, which is fucking badass as well. Good God, I'm so glad that my friend sent me this video. He sent it, I guess, as a joke, maybe, or whatever, but I did not take it as that. I took it very serious. This shit is heavy as hell, and I hope this band fucking, you know, gets the props that they fucking deserve. I have been waiting so long for someone to do a song that was pretty much themed with The Walking Dead. The only thing that I worry about is using the character Negan samples in their songs, because as I know from experience using samples from movies or TV shows, I have went to court for it without getting the proper paperwork and, you know, copyright laws and shit in order. But either way, this shit is fucking badass. Check it out. And I'll hardly ever talk after my intro, but I wanted to give this band a real nice introduction, being that they're semi-new, trying to get out there, and here it is. And man, you guys are about to be heard all over the fucking world right now, because the Jay Stone Show is syndicate in many different countries. So I hope you guys get a good fucking fan base. I hope everybody digs them. We are The Flesh, and here is a song called Negan. This is a Prickly Rickly segment at the Jay Stone Show at rockmetaltalk.com.
I will shut that shit down, no exceptions. Sucks, don't it? The moment when you realize you don't know shit. Welcome to the end of your weak-ass life. Who are you? Negan. Who are you? Negan. Lair of the Saviors, followed by Legion. Who are you? Negan. Who are you? Negan. Lair of the Saviors, followed by Legions. Now you work for me now. That's right. Half your shit is what I decide. This could be the first day of the rest of your life, or the day when you will die. This is the last day on earth. Unless you kneel before me. Who are you? Negan. Who are you? Negan. Lair of the Saviors, followed by Legion. Who are you? Negan. Who are you? Negan. Lair of the Saviors, followed by Legions. The sanctuary is my place. Break my rules, stick the iron to the face. You can breathe, you can blink, you can cry as you watch your loved ones die. This is the last day on earth. Unless you kneel before me. Who are you? Negan. Who are you? Negan. Lair of the Saviors, followed by Legion. Who are you? Negan. Who are you? Negan. Lair of the Saviors, followed by Legions. Taking it like a champ. Motherfucker. You took my family away, motherfucker. You took my life away, motherfucker. This time it's personal. I'm never gonna kneel. It's fucking oxymoronic. You live in paradise as a slave. I don't call that logic. And I don't care if the world is bowed down to you. I'm not afraid to take a stand and fight for what's true. I would rather live in honest anger than corrupt luxury. You can beat me down, but I'm still free. I'll tell you who the fuck I'll never be. I will never be you, cause I'm never gonna kneel. No matter what you do to me, I won't give up my family to save myself. I've come way too far and been through way too much to give back to you. I won't betray my friends just to save my ass and be a slave to you. I won't deny myself the fucking right to live. Never gonna kneel. Never surrender. And rise up from this shit life. I'm never gonna kneel. No matter what you do to me, I won't give up my family to save myself. I've come way too far and been through way too much to give it to you. I won't betray my friends just to save my ass and be a slave to you. I won't deny myself the fucking right to live. I'm never gonna kneel. Even if there's a million of you surrounding me with a gun to my head, my last words will be suck my nuts. I won't deny myself the fucking right to live. Lawlessness unleashed to the future of the new world. A more imperative under the skin and flesh. Will the void and distinguished man signatures of blood and on the hunted for us. Resurrection, Judgment to only conscience written in vital blood. Bleed the abstract, go along something very similar. Blood of morning light, all very night. With the dust stained on original, numero signature. In a world with so much inequality, laceration makes the dog of in the bloodstream. Beneath the flags, torture seems to gather to avoid. Solitary and no more of capital. Body of multitudes and the letters on the burn. Thoughts flow through the night. In complication to diminish favorite riches. Competing in thoughts or not. No longer capable of enslaving the lungs of humankind. From only presenting itself as a form of adoption. Reaffirm the borders of the scriptures. Testament to holy conscience written in the vital blood. In this not well lost of them.
Hey, and what you just heard was Praise the Lord, Opium of the Masses, from Dying Fetus. Dying Fetus. You know, I was at work the other day. I mentioned this band. Actually, I didn't even mention. I was wearing a Reign and Supreme t-shirt at work. And it's a Dying Fetus. It's the last tour that I saw them on. And this chick got so offended, she turned me into HR. And I was putting on, my normal uniform shirt, but she happened to see this band name. And she got so mad that she turned me into HR, and HR calls me into the office, and my HR director is a female, but she's a really cool one. She's not like typical, feminist females here in the U.S. that we currently have. She's older. She's from Cuba. And, super fucking cool. We have a lot of things in common. So she asked me, Ricky, what is this offensive t-shirt that you have on? And I said, I'm not going to say her name. And I said, I don't have no offensive t-shirt on. I'm wearing a heavy metal t-shirt. It has tour dates and a album cover on the front of it. And she said, well, this so-and-so person was offended by the name of the band. And I'm like, well, one, it's a name of a band, and two, it's entertainment. It isn't to be taken literal. But of course, you know, with all these new bullshit rules and everything that's going on inside the work community, I told her, the band name is Dying Fetus, and she just kind of looked at me, and I told her, as how John Gallagher has explained it, you know, in the past, Dying Fetus means the earth is supposed to be a woman. Everything inside of it is a fetus, a child, a embryo, everything. And the way that this world is going, everything is dying. Be it dying fetus. That's what it's supposed to represent. And, you know, after sitting there explaining it all to her, she understood. Can you please not wear such things again at work? And I told her, I'm skipping out her name, why? These are my personal clothing. I come into work with my uniform on. It's not my fault that this certain person saw this name. Well, actually, she only saw, like, the word fetus. And she asked about the t-shirt. She was curious about it. So, you know, I show her. Oh, fuck. That's it. How in the fuck is a band name going to offend you? It has nothing to do with your daily routine, your daily life. I mean, Jesus. Come on, people. Get over yourself. The world is not made to make you happy. You make yourself happy. Stop it. Anyway, so you're welcome. I shared you a nice piece of shit that happens in my daily routine of being alive. Anyway, that was Praise the Lord, Opium of the Masses from Dying Fetus. Before that, you heard Embedded from Job for a Cowboy from their album Genesis. Can you hear? I mean, shit. And before that, you're going to hear, or before that, you heard one of my favorite new fucking bands that I stumbled upon accidentally just by checking out. And I get a whole bunch of recommendations and shit via Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, whichever, and rarely do I click on, and I'm not trying to be a dick, but there's so many I can't, you know, I do have a personal life, you guys. It does take me a minute to get to emails and, you know, tags and shit like that, but I do have a normal life outside of this fucking show. I'm sorry that I don't get it to it faster, and, you know, but a friend of mine recommended me this band, and I'm a huge Walking Dead fan and Fear the Walking Dead, and this caught my ear, or my eye, rather. Check this out, guy. This band is influenced by The Walking Dead. The lyrics are just, you know, like The Walking Dead. That's pretty much what the email said. Not exactly word for word, but what I saw was Walking Dead. Lyrics are pretty much about Walking Dead. And they pretty much are, man. I mean, at least for these two tracks that I played, and what you heard was the band, We Are the Flesh. Everybody get that in your fucking head. We Are the Flesh. Look them up on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Bandcamp, Reverb Nation. Just look them up. They are fucking badass. I can't wait to hear more songs from these guys. And what you heard was Never Gonna Kneel and their song Negan. Who are you? Negan. Who are you? Negan. Fuck Negan. But anyway, yes, very fucking cool. And how many fucking people tuned in to last week's fucking premiere? Tonight we got the second episode, and you know, I have on my iPhone the app that they are like promoting or whatever, called The Walking Dead Encounter. And apparently they already have the fucking schedule on here for when they're gonna go off air for like 2 months, which I think is bullshit. Because if you're a fucking Walking Dead fan, you're gonna tune in to every fucking episode. And I'm looking at it right here. Hold on. So October 22nd, which was last Sunday, and then episode 2 will be October 29th, which is tonight. And then November 5th, which will be next Sunday. And then November 12th will be the Sunday after that. November 19th will be the Sunday after that. November 26th will be Sunday after that. Then December 3rd and December 10th. That's 8 fucking episodes. And then we are going to be fucking left in the dust for 2 goddamn months. You realize this? This fucking sucks. Why do that? Why, AMC? Why? I don't fucking get it. Okay? You send me shit. You endorse me. I talk about your channel. I talk about The Walking Dead, Fear the Walking Dead. You graciously give me, gifts, but the only gift that I really care about is doing a full fucking season without having to fucking wait for 2 months. That's bullshit. Why do that to me, man? Why do that to any of us that are fans? We tune in. The numbers are there. You fucking see it. Why the fuck do we have to wait 2 months to finish the goddamn season? And then you have the audacity to fucking have us with the fucking cliffhanger. That really doesn't have nothing to really do with AMC. But really, why do we have to, do 8 episodes and then, through Thanksgiving, Christmas, and then even fucking Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day isn't even a legit fucking holiday. I can understand Thanksgiving and Christmas. Those are legit holidays. That's for family, that's for togetherness and all that. I understand. But why not just pick it up in fucking in January? After the fucking New Year's Eve or New Year's. Why not just pick it up on the 12th or whatever the fuck Sunday it is, the first Sunday after New Year's? Why not just pick it right back fucking up? That way everybody is home and tuning in. I just don't get it. But anyway, enough of me fucking talking. Not going to talk anymore much tonight. I just wanted to get this band, We Are the Flesh, out there. They deserve it. They've only been together for a while. Not very fucking long. And they sound fucking great. I'm pushing for these guys. I'm going to play more and more that they send me because I am a fan. I am a fucking fan, you guys. So send me all your new material and I will fucking play it. It will be on the top of my motherfucking list. Even though I get a lot of shit in, each week. I only have so many things to go through because I also want to play some of my favorite tunes as well. But anyway, let's do some more fucking tunes, man. I'm gonna kick it off with my friends from Dallas, and I think I played them last week. I'm not sure, maybe the week before. But anyway, here it is, Beast Burden from the motherfucking Destro. Check it out.
never forgotten. Still, destructive pattern of humankind. One of disease, warfare, the son of rejection. I'm a slayer. Yes, that's a game. That's a lie. The race of fire. Every day, until I die. The light was instead on the road, never forgotten. Tragedy, hypocrisy, never forgotten.
in your kiss.
sex in your kiss. You are my sunshine. Get out of my robots. 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 Get out of my
It's Prickly Rickly here at the Jay Stone Show, rockmetaltalk.com. And we got picked up by somebody else. Let me get on my phone here. Jay told me, and he made the announcement. We're also on Granite Coast Entertainment. And another one that I don't care to listen to because they always fuck it up. But Jay told me that there was another one, and I asked him about it. And let me see. The Metal Moose. And I asked him, what the hell is it? And he said, the name site. And I haven't answered to this, but I'm sorry, I was reading something else as well. The Metal Moose? What the fuck is a Metal Moose? But anyway, apparently our show's gonna be on the Metal Moose. So everybody go and look at the fucking Metal Moose. And I want to send out a couple of rest in peace announcements to Scott, a.k.a. Daisy Berkowitz, the original guitarist for Marilyn Manson. I'm just going to say the Spooky Kids because Marilyn Manson, when they released Portrait of an American Family, it blew up. And Brian Warner, a.k.a. Marilyn Manson, made it all about him, which I think was a bullshit move, especially now that he has no original fucking members from his starting days. Motherfucker, have you forgot where you came from? You fired Twiggy Ramirez because of some fucking rape allegation? Dude. Really? I mean, have you not looked at your fucking background? You motherfucker. I mean, have you not listened to the original version of Smells Like Children? You and a fucking bodyguard literally fucked some girl up to where she literally killed herself a year after that fucking album was released, which is why Interscope and whatever the fuck other label that you were on with Trent Reznor, why it couldn't have fucking been released. Because you fucked her up so goddamn bad. I mean, really, dude? And I know Jay is a huge Marilyn Manson fan and he's gonna debate this all the way through. But no, I've read the shit. I've seen the interviews where he actually admitted to that. And it's just like, come on, dude. You have nobody that wants to be by your side any fucking more because you fucking push them all the fuck away. Twiggy left, came back. Knowing what type of fucking hard ass you are to work with. And it's like dealing with Chad Kroeger in fucking Nickelback. I wouldn't want to fucking be in a van with you. I'm a fan of you. I love your music. It's fucking great. But you're a fucking douchebag in person, man. And I know a fuckload of fucking entertainers that are like that. Shit, I may even be one of them. But you're going off of fucking media while you're laying with your body fucking being half fucking broke. You're gonna fire fucking Twiggy, or, I'm sorry, Jordy White, because of these fucking allegations? Do you not realize how many allegations you had throughout your whole fucking career, and everybody stood beside you? Even fucking Eminem. During the fucking Columbine shit, you were those fucking idiots' favorite artist. But you stood by it. I don't believe in mass shootings. My music doesn't speak about that. You fucking hypocrite. Your music also doesn't speak about rape. Oh, wait. Yes, it does. Cake and sodomy. It's not that the fact that you fired Jordy. It's the way that you did it. And I think it's very fucking hypocritical of you. Who's supposed to be this wise motherfucking person. You're a goddamn idiot, dude. And at this point, I'm pretty much at the point where I regret buying your fucking bundle for your new goddamn album, which I do love. I do love, but I hate myself for giving you my money, even though I know that it's going also to Twiggy. But you're jumping the gun on all this bullshit. Fuck, this wasn't what it was not where I was wanting to go, but I saw something about Manson and it just triggered me. But anyway, what you just heard was Listen from Suicide Silence from their album Suicide Silence. If you don't like the fucking track that I picked, fuck you, I don't care. I happen to like this fucking song, so suck my fucking nut hair. And before that you heard Only from Anthrax from the album Sound of White Noise. I love both versions of Anthrax. I love the Joey Belladonna version, and I love the John Bush era of Anthrax. And I wanted to play this, so I played it. And before that you heard Rowboat from the band Cold Chamber from their album Dark Days, which is always and will always be a fucking classic tune. And before that you heard my homeboys from the Destro and their song Beast Burden from their album As the Coil Unwinds. I'm ending my fucking segment. I'm irritated as fuck right now. But here we go. I'm going to end my segment with The Red from Chevelle. I really, really, really fucking love this song. The Ski Mask Way from Ice-T and Body Count. Left in the Lurch from Knives Out, which is a really great fucking album. Check it out. And I'm going to end it with my homeboys from All Hell the Yeti. Connor, can't wait to hear the new album. I know you guys are in studio. I'm fucking super excited. With their song Suicide Woods from their debut album All Hell the Yeti. So check it out. Here it is, The Red from Chevelle from their album Wonder What's Next. Dig it.
They say freak when you're singled out. The red, well, it filters through. So lay down, the pain is real. When his side taste through.
Police are hunting for 2 suspects in a violent home invasion. They are worried that these men may strike again.
I've got no plans for getting loot legal. All black gear on, 12-inch suppressor, 44 Desert Eagle, laying in your parking lot, creeping in your lobby. No problem pushing holes through your fucking body. You can't escape me. If I want what you got, you can't evade me. No chance to call a cop. I'm doing my job. This is just what I do. You making money? I come and visit you. I gotta get paid. I gotta get paid. I gotta get paid. The ski mask way. I gotta get paid. I gotta get paid. I gotta get paid. The ski mask way. I'm in your rear view when you leave the club. How cold could I be? You look like food to me. All on Instagram, showing that cash off. What you really hope I don't take his mask off. Don't make me punish you. Don't wanna hurt your wife. Come up off that watch. It ain't worth your life. I got a cool wall. Life has no meaning. We roll late night and hurt human beings. I gotta get paid. I gotta get paid. I gotta get paid. The ski mask way. I gotta get paid. I gotta get paid. I gotta get paid. The ski mask way. Okay, you know what the fuck this is. Pay attention. Everybody move against that wall. Get down on your knees. Lock your fingers behind your motherfucking head. Now I didn't come here for no bullshit. We want what's in that motherfucking safe. You know the combination. Bring your punk ass over here. I will blow your motherfucking brain out. You're gonna open that motherfucking safe right now. That's your bitch. Grab this bitch. Bring her over here. No, I will not shoot you. I'm gonna shoot the bitch. Open the motherfucking safe now. Motherfucker, this is business, nigga. New car. We might come to visit you. Big jewels. We might come to visit you. Flash cash. We might come to visit you. Those pictures. We might come to visit you. Nice furs. We might come to visit you. Sell drugs. We might come to visit you. Brag a lot. We might come to visit you. Pray to God. We don't come to visit you. I gotta get paid. I gotta get paid. stain. Left in my match, from God pain, pleasure and pain. A slave to emotion, it's enough to drive anyone insane. And now it appears I was simply the last to know the taste of betrayal. Still my desire and hunger grows evermore for you. Every morning now I am on your eyes, ghost locked in the sinking captive spirits. We haunt one another, ghost locked in the sinking. I'm so much closer now than I've ever been. I feel like the gallows roots while they're causing me. Still setting breath. Cyanide, begging for my limbs. My leaves are cutting me. Razor sharp against my wrist. My soul, please bless this body with your death. No, she's your forever breath. Lay down, she's your eternal rest. Pray, no, she's your forever breath. Lay down, she's your eternal rest. Black coats are falling down like pills. She'll change your dying words in a more than long. Your exhale, never let me go. I'll swing so graceless from your broken mold. My mother, my soul, I'll spill my blood and watch you burn. No, she's your forever breath. Lay down, she's your eternal rest. Pray, no, she's your forever breath. Lay down, she's your eternal rest. Pray, no, she's your forever breath. Lay down, she's your eternal rest. Pray, no, she's your forever breath. Lay down, she's your eternal rest. Pray, no.
It's the Jay Stone. It's the Jay Stone Radio Show. Jay Stone Radio Show.